This is the Iron Trader. Now the pit's closed here at 2:30. That's about 15 minutes ago. So we are going to review crude oil here and natural gas. At the end of the video, the support and resistance levels are posted. This video is for information purposes only, not a recommendation to buy, sell any stock, commodity, ETF. Please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Okay, here we have crude oil, your daily and your weekly chart. Remember now, the API report will be out today at 4:30 for crude. And then on Wednesday at 10:30 will be the EIA report for crude. On Thursday will be the EIA report for natural gas at 10:30. And then Friday we have the rig count there at 1 p.m. Now, you can see here, nothing's really changed. Just a series of lower highs and lower lows. Today here, so far, the low was 72.48 here. So what we want to do is just look right over to the left here, okay? So your next target is going to be 72.38, and then we have, what do we got there? 79, and then we look at the bottom of this candle right here. You're looking at 71.41. Now, again, if it keeps right on rolling down here and it goes below that candle there, then what we want to do, just look to the bottom of this candle. Okay, so you're looking at a 70.50. Look to the bottom of this candle. You're looking at a 70.13. And then we come here looking at 70.06. And then we're looking right there at 69.28. Now, if it keeps on rolling down, we keep on going right down here, 68.80. We have this candle here at 68.22, and then you can see your big retest down here at 67.71. That's if it just keeps right on selling down here. So we don't know exactly what it is. Now, this is not a bottoming tail candle. So what we want to do is how we're going to trade this is you want to watch today's, obviously, the high, the low, and the closing number here. See right there? Okay, so your high was 74.13, your low was 72.48, and you're closing right around 73.42. Okay, so what we want to do is when those futures open at 6 p.m., let's just see if it can hold today's low, 72.48. If it can't hold a low like it did yesterday, then she's going to go, obviously, it's going to go lower, okay? So what we want to do on the upside is we want to watch this key level here. This was yesterday's low at that 73.98. That's going to be very, very critical here. And then we can just follow the candles all the way back up here again, very, very simply. Next level we're going to do is 75.52. And then we're looking here, right here. This is 75.96. This is going to be very, very critical on the upside. You really need to get back above that by the end of the week. And then your next target is going to be, look at the bottom of this candle, is 76.15. You have 76.43. And then what we're looking for is that 8 SMA at 77.11. And then your 21-day at 78.14. That's all your resistant levels. But realistically here for the week here, which you got a ways to go yet, is we want to get above this 200 SMA here. So you can see how nice, even though it fell off here, we always closed above. Now, if we can't close above this 200, that's not looking good. That's not looking good at all. Okay, now, RSI here, you get into an overbought, oversold, I should say, condition here, oversold right there. And your green here below your red, that's looking very, very ugly. That's got to curl back up. Your green is below here. That as soon as that crosses that red line, that's a sell signal, and that's what we had here. RSI, look, we have room to run all the way on down here, but this RSI here, we're going to have a little pop up here before we start going down lower. But again, today, just watch this key level, that's 72.48. If that's lost, you can go all the way down to that 70 mark very, very easily. On the upside, what you really want to do is regain this 75.96. That's going to be very, very crucial. Then if we can, then we can start laying the candles up here. But this is what you're going to be looking for at 77.11 and that 21-day at 78.14. I get above that, you know, you got 79.18, and then we have your 200-day at 79.84. But that's a lot of resistance. You got your 8, your 21, your 200-day, your 100-day, and look at all of this here, okay? So your 8-day rolled over, that's not pretty. Your 21-day, your 50-day, yeah, this is looking very, very ugly. So what you really have to do is we got to either put in a bottoming candle situation, okay, something like similar to this here, Or what we have to do is put in what they call a red dog. You know what I'm saying? Where you're going to go down lower and then it's going to just rip right on up here. So we really want to watch that low, that 72.48. Very, very key. And then the upside, that 74.13. If, big if, I say, you can get back above it, then we got a lot of good targets here there on the upside. But right now, there's no reason to believe that this is going to be a turnaround. So we got to see if he can hold. Now, again, if he can make a higher low here on this candle here and then rally up above that, then you can trade this all the way on here up to the 8 SMA here very, very nicely. However, it has to prove it to you. Don't just say, oh, it could be this. It's selling off for X amount of days. No. Let the trade come to you. Let it prove it to you. Okay, let's take a look here at Netty Gas. Okay, here we have natural gas, your 5-minute chart, and you can see what a piece of chicken this thing was. Okay, this was a nice, good scalp here because we made a nice higher low all the way up to this area here. Okay, this was a nice scalp long because you put a low in and then we put a higher low. I scalped it right up to there. But then once I start seeing these candles here, we get below the 8-day, boom, I'm long gone out of the trade. See ya. And then look at this, you're right below this 8 SMA. See, this is why I always point out that 8 SMA here. Okay, if that once that price gets below, yeah, it may be try to shoot up to that 21-day, but that is looking ugly. Look at this thing here. And then you just sold right on off here. Okay, so actually, I took just a little bit of a short there today on KOLD. Not here. I had that long here, then I just let it go and I was just totally out. But once we went up here and I seen this candle here, then I took a little shove. I didn't get that much out of it. I got 1.5 points out of KOLD. You could have got a lot more, but he said that the KOLD, the bottom during regular hours was 46.27 and the high was 52.15. So, you know, you had almost like a 6-point swing there, which you could have needed. But I got 1.5 points. I'm happy with that. But I got 2 scalps here on the UNG, so that actually worked out pretty good here. But when that price gets below that 8 SMA, just either sell your long position, get short, do whatever you got to do because it's just falling right off the old mat. So now we got to see how it's all going to shake out here. So let's take a look here on a daily and a weekly. Okay, daily chart looking ugly. Okay, looking really ass ugly right here. Okay, so we had a higher high today. Okay, but you can see how this candle is this. It's an engulfing candle. It just completely engulfed the previous day's candle. That's never good. You know, I mean, if it's on the upside, then yes, but on the downside, not so much. See, that's exactly what you just don't want. Okay, so we hit a high today of 2.829. You watched a video this morning. I said, watch out for this level here. This was at 2.85. Didn't quite make it there. And if it could rally, then we can go all the way up to your 2.92 retest level. But I said, watch this 8-day. This is very key. Now you can see where the 8-day rolled up. Looks like it's popping up, and now she rolled right back over. This is not pretty at all here, okay? So when those futures open at 6, just watch that high and that low and that closing here. So you had a high 2.829, that low at 2.57, and you're closing right around 2.59 here. So what we're looking for is, if you look at the bottom here, you're looking at 2.57, which is, I always say, look to the left of the candle. What do you have? Okay, 2.57. Now, again, it might hold this level because it pretty much held right across there. So it might hold this level. If it does, then you can take it right back up here. But what I don't like is this 8 SMA now. The price is below that. That's not looking good. Okay, so again, if it's lost, the candle is lost there. That 8 SMA obviously is lost. So what we got to do is look to the bottom here. That's at 2.57. And then realistically, what you're doing is just look right here for this 2.50. And then right here, you have 2.495. And then right below it is your 200 SMA here at 2.55. This here has to hold this level here, has to hold that 50-day. Other than that, she's going to come down here pretty hard, okay? You could come all the way down to this 2.3 level here, this 8 SMA, very, very easily, okay? So let's just see how this all shakes out. But just watch in futures. Watch that high, that low, and that close. And in the upside here, just watch this 2.61 level. So if it holds that bottom and it shoots right on up here, watch that 8 SMA. Now, that 8 SMA will probably be lower once those futures open up here. But this looks like it's just rolling over here. I do never like a golfing in candle. Once it engulfs the previous day, That looks like it just wants to go lower here, okay? RSI here, not looking good here at all, okay? This is looking like a down. Your green crossed over red, that's a sell signal right there. That's not looking good. The key is going to be holding this 50-day by Friday. If you can, you can come all the way down to that 8-day very, very easily. But again, we do have a lot of support here. You have that 21-day, the 50-day, and your 200-day. So we got to see how that all shakes out. Now, again, if that's all lost, we just follow the candles down. Okay, so you got 2.38 there. You got 2.31. We come down here. You got 2.21. And then you can take it all the way down. But always watch the 8 SMA here. That's at 2.30. That could be very, very strong support. We got to see. But again, if you're holding this level here, you're in good shape. Right now, you're holding at 2.57, which is good. Again, if it's lost, then we come right down to the next level here. Okay, that 21-day, and that's how we're going to look at it. Okay, so just never look at it where, well, this is the buy, this is the sell, this kind of situation. No, no, no. Just always look at what we want to watch here is going to be that high, that low, and that close. If that goes below that low, like it did here, kind of a situation, that's your first tell is going to come all the way down. Now, you got strong resistance here, or support, I should say, at this green and that 21-day and that 200. But you got strong resistance at that 8 now, okay? And when you see that 8-day rolling over, not good. Okay, that's what I got for you. I'll be back here tomorrow morning before 8 o'clock, and we'll do it all over again. All right, thanks for watching.